I just had to hop on this camera to say the colorist behavior must stop.
I asked my man who looked better, Clark or Olandria. He said Clark looked better because Olandria got a strong face. There's nothing we can do about that. That's probably exactly how Taylor feels, actually. Like, Olandria is very masculine looking. Like, did y'all not peep that? Or is y'all still...
Am I tripping?
Honestly, y'all are just colorists. There's no one else on this show that is receiving the same amount of hate as them, especially like unprovoked violence towards them. You have companies like BuzzFeed literally saying that Shelly deserved a knuckle sandwich, and you have influencers on here personifying a punching bag and saying that this is Olandria and Shelly.
I really am so confused. I don't understand the Olandria and Shelly hate train at all. I just want to know what they did that was so terrible to deserve this amount of hatred. Shelly, both of them, to be honest, done that so wrong that no one in that villa has done. Like, even Huda aside, I feel like people have done worse things in that villa to like hate them and like feel like they were bullies.
I had to take a second to respond to this comment because it actually made me sad. And no shade to this person at all, but we have to be so careful not to internalize the voices that don't belong to us. The context of the comment is that Olandria may not be as attractive to some people because she has masculine features, and that she herself is also a masculine featured person. I went to her page, and masculine where? Babes, you are so pretty. High cheekbones, a jawline that people are getting neck lipo for. Yes, Shelly is also very beautiful, but she mentioned she has softer features. No, you and Olandria have black features. Shelly has pixie European features. Olandria is not masculine in the least, and neither are you. The point that I'm trying to make is don't let other people's voices, who knows where they're coming from, become your voice that you're now sharing out with others.
I'm never going to stop talking about colorism because it truly is a deep-rooted issue in how we see how this cast has been treated. The two specific characters, Olandria and Shelly, really shows that colorism exists. And for those who say that colorism doesn't exist, then you need to look up the definition and you really need to go back to the drawing board. Now, this season of Love Island has truly been awful in so many different ways, and a lot of it has to do with the cast, do not get me wrong. However, it's not right for cast members to be belittled. You can dislike a cast member without bringing them down, and all we've seen constantly, specifically these two dark-skinned black women being brought down. And I must say they're very beautiful, so I'm not catching the drift, but different strokes for different folks. However, once you start tarnishing and coming for their complexion and their bone structure and all of this stuff, this is when we do have an issue.
Christ's love isn't like everybody else's love. It's not like the world's love. The world's love loves you when you do things right or when you do things with them. But as soon as you make a mistake, they take that love away. But what I've experienced with the love of Christ is that it loves first. It loves through wrongdoing. It loves when you shouldn't be loved anymore. It's unconditional. And that's the love that I believe is going to change the world and has changed me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Micaiah. I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black. And today I am bringing you all another video discussing the colorism that has been taking place on top of numerous things within the Love Island franchise for this season 7. And a lot of it may have to do with producers, but I'll say also too with the audience. It's been very harmful rhetoric that's been pushed, and I would like to highlight this. But before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you're new, hey, and if you're a returner, I really, truly appreciate the love. If you get the chance, please check out my social media platforms down within the description box. For all who are new, you should know I do an array of topics. I'm very diverse. I do more nostalgic content. I love to blast y'all to the past. I do blurred, nerdy content. I do more conscious topics such as this, and I dibble and dabble within vlogs. So if you like any of those realms, you'll most definitely like it over here. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Yo, Sasha here. Excuse me? Supermodels do not fly business class. Now, I'm not gonna demand a private jet, but I think Jag could at least spring for first class.
The issue of colorism in Love Island USA Season 7, particularly the disrespect directed at Olandria and Shelly, has been profoundly disheartening and triggering for numerous viewers. What is occurring transcends mere reality TV drama. It serves as a mirror to systematic problems related to beauty standards, desirability politics, and the treatment of dark-skinned Black women in public settings, even when they are in the limelight. From the beginning, it was apparent that Alandria and Shelley each exhibited personality, beauty, poise, and an eagerness to engage in authentic connections. Now, I do want to make this clear that there were men that were fond of these two beautiful women, so that's not what I'm negating. I'm also just speaking on the audience perception and a lot of the backlash of these men selecting these specific women and their uproar and their opinions towards that. Because what I will say about the cast is it really did seem like everyone was open to all nationalities, so that's not what I am discussing in this specific video. But of course, you had someone you could tell where their preference lied. And the audience uproar when it comes to these two women kind of sent out a message to dark-skinned Black women that you are acceptable to be present, but not to be selected, not to have an opinion, not to have any sort of flaws, and you're seen on a higher standard than other women from other nationalities or other complexions on the show. And this is not the first instance where dark-skinned Black women on Love Island have experienced mistreatment or neglect. This pattern has been observed in several seasons of both the US and UK adaptations. The storyline unfolds as follows: introduce one or two dark-skinned Black women, subject them to ongoing issues, or you cut the edits in a way to paint them into something they're not. You portray them as undesirable because you're showing their different flaws, and so on and so forth, while lighter-skinned women receive accolades or other nationalities receive accolades and they're able to have their redemption arc, but the same doesn't lie for these women. And then when you have men that desire both of these women truly, there's a cultural myth suggesting that love and desirability are exclusive to individuals with lighter skin or other nationalities, a myth that inflicts genuine damage both in the media and in real life. And for a lot of people, the truth of the matter is they didn't like seeing these two women put on such a high standard and the way they carried themselves and the poise. And I'll say out of all of the women, they really carried themselves so well. And because they carried themselves so well, the audience, the producers, the people editing, so on and so forth, couldn't wait for the opportunity to paint them in a negative light because they were always shining a positive light at first. The audience, particularly Black women, are refusing to remain silent. Social media has been outspoken in highlighting the bias present in casting and editing. They are uplifting Alandria and Shelley despite the show's treatment of them. They are calling for accountability and deliberate change in the franchise's approach to representation. Visibility alone without respect is insufficient. We seek narratives that celebrate, love, and prioritize Black women, particularly those with dark skin. For numerous Black viewers, witnessing Alandria and Shelley endure this is deeply personal. It brings back genuine experiences of being told phrases like, "You're intimidating," "too strong," or "not my type," serves as a coded language. Observing others being appreciated for the very traits that Black women are often criticized for. Alandria and Shelley maintain their composure with elegance amidst microaggressions and subtle rejections, and that is a testament to their strength. Yet they are deserving of more than just strength. They deserve tenderness, romance, attention, and equal opportunities for pursuit. Colorism should not be dismissed as merely a preference. It represents a learned bias that is deeply entrenched and has tangible effects in the real world. The Love Island USA must seize its contributions to this issue. Our desire extends beyond mere diversity on screen. We seek equity and love narratives, airtime, and respect. And what I love so much about Alandria and Shelley specifically is the way they carried themselves on the show. Of course, everyone has low moments. They're on this whole social experiment, closed off from the world, so we have to give everyone grace. However, they owned up to their mistakes and they grew as women, and they just carried themselves so well whether that's not engaging in certain activities on the show or not wanting to reveal everything at first, and just keeping some things private as much as they can within like the social bubble that they're in. And that's what I truly did like about the two characters. I think there's a lot of flaws within the show, but I think these women truly carry themselves the best through the midst of the issues that were on the show. And I don't like how people are trying to paint them out to be these villains. And the truth of the matter is they hate that these two women carry themselves so well. The men who seek after them see this and they're desired, and these two men have put in the work and poured into these dark-skinned Black women, and I don't think a lot of people like that. So I thank you all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please leave your thoughts and perspectives down within the comment section, and if you disagree with anything that I said within this video, that is completely okay. But we can have a healthy discussion down within the comment section, not belittling and not breaking and tearing each other down. However, if you are one who tries to say that colorism doesn't exist, I'm not going to engage with you. Please remember that you are loved by the God who created the universe. He knew you before you were in your mother's womb, so he didn't make any mistakes about you. So regardless of your skin complexion, you are beautiful in the eyes of the Lord. So continue to shine and allow your light to shine bright. So I thank you all for sharing this precious moment with me, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Stay blessed, everyone.